Summary. Chapter 8. A Voyage to the City of Lions. Singapore is a small island near Malaysia. Singapore is located at a maritime crossroad where almost every ship sailing to or from the Pacific to the Indian Ocean or the South China Sea anchors here. It's a free port as well as a major center of fuel for ships. Small motorboats were moving in the water like taxis to get people to and from the ship to port. Singapore's largest river was filled with huge boats and barges. Cargo was loaded into trucks which arrived at the river from where it was sent to ships through barges. Singapore is a country of many religions and nations. Various languages are widely spoken, but there are 4 national languages: English, Malay, Chinese, and Tamil. There is a sizable Muslim population in the city. Singapore is a prosperous and wealthy country. 80% of the population lives around the port. It imports every raw material and most of the food products. Most of its income depends on the arrival of tourists, trade, and ships from overseas. Singapore is a shopper's paradise. Most of the Singaporean workforce depends on outsiders in different ways. Comfortable, air-conditioned, spacious, and low-fare public buses ply on roads to ease traffic on the roads. The largest market in Singapore was Raffles Pulse, which was very close to the port. Bargaining was common in Singapore. One of the markets here is Arab Street, known throughout Singapore for reasonable prices. Although the rain falls almost incessantly, Singapore is very clean. The spirit of cleanliness is present in everyone, from children to elders. Besides, the government is also strict in the matter of cleanliness. Large fines are imposed on small transgressions. There is minimal noise and air pollution. Laws are strict, and the police force is honest. There was greenery everywhere. A coastline also ran along the road. There were orchards of pineapple and forests of the rubber tree. The word Singapore means City of Lions. We can find marble statues of lions everywhere. Singapore is a fusion of the East and the West. The government spends 25% of its income on education. Citizens are encouraged to get an education. Besides providing them with quality education, students are encouraged to participate in debates, speeches, and sports.